sorry to bother you. I know you're so busy, but here's a flyer to the second victim phenomenon informational session. It will be held in Conference A.
Conference A?
At
Okay.
2 p.m. Don't be late.
Hi, Dr. Chu.
Hi.
I wanted to talk to you about a patient in room 5, but before that, I actually heard about a second victim phenomenon conference. And if you're interested, we'd like you to attend.
Sure.
It's in conference room A at 2 p.m.
And before you go, there's a conference later today about the second victim phenomenon. It would be great to have all the members of the multidisciplinary team attend. Can you join?
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for coming to the second victim phenomenon discussion. Before we start, I want everyone to introduce themselves so we kind of know where everyone is, or who everyone is as well. So my name is Roseanne. I am just a new grad NP. I used to work here as a med-surg nurse, and now I'm an NP. My doctoral was actually on second victim phenomenon, and that's why I feel very strongly about sharing this information with the multidisciplinary team.
Hi everyone, my name is Vicky. I am a nurse at the San Francisco VA. I've been working there for 2 years on the med-surg floor. And Roseanne, thank you for inviting me to this conference.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chu.
Hi.
Hi. I'm the attending physician here at the SFVA. Glad to be a part of this session.
My name is Sony and I work as a pharmacist in this hospital for 5 years.
Jamie Torre, I'm a social worker. I work in this hospital for 5 years.
Hi, welcome.
And thank you for having me.
Hi, my name is Gerard. I am a first year resident.
So, what is second victim phenomenon? It's the occurrence or involvement of an unanticipated adverse patient event, a medical error, or patient-related injury to a healthcare who have been traumatized by the event due to backlash received from work. In our discussion today, we'll be using clear communication, we'll be respecting one another, be using a caring use of our ethics and accountability for what we're going to be saying and what happened to us, and that's how we'll be running our discussion.
I can share first.
Okay, thank you so much, Vicky.
Thinking back, I think I have experienced second victim phenomenon, and so I want to communicate using SBAR. This situation, back when I only had 2 months of experience as a new nurse, my manager did not train me or orient me to the PM shift, and I was placed there. There was a patient who was on continuous bladder irrigation, and the outgoing nurse gave me the wrong tubing, so the bag ran dry. Instead of it being a teaching moment, I felt like the manager, she blamed me in front of the patient, and the next day she even announced to the whole staff the mistake that I made, and I felt as if she wasn't there to support me, so it was humiliating for me. It was very difficult because I felt like no one was there to support me.
That was very brave of you to disclose that event that happened to you. Okay, yes, Sonny?
I felt second victim phenomenon even though I worked 5 years experience as a pharmacist. I was in a code, and then I gave a wrong dosage to a nurse,
Oh,
and then the patient didn't make it.
I'm so sorry.
And from then, I was labeled a failure in my department. I had nowhere else to turn to, but having a peer support for experienced and inexperienced pharmacists, it will help. I didn't plan of making any mistake, but honestly, it still haunts me.
Wow, thank you so much for having the courage to disclose that event. That must be very hard. Did you have anyone to talk to about this or have any support?
No,
Oh,
I felt like all the blame was on me.
wow. So a show of hands, how many, or did you guys ever feel like when you made a mistake, the blame was all on you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Who would like to go next?
I can go next.
Okay, Dr. Chu.
I respect everyone at this table, and it shows true courage to share all of your experiences. I cannot only empathize, but have experienced it myself countless times as an attending physician and back when I was a resident. I was scared to report my mistake back then. The patient lived, but this is the first time I was even brave enough to talk about it after 10 years into practice. Thank you for including me into the discussion.
Oh, you're very welcome, Dr. Chu. Thank you so much for disclosing that. That must be very hard for you.
Yes, it was.
Anyone else?
I too have experienced second victim phenomenon. First of all, I want to thank you all for creating and sharing a sense of a safe space. I too have made mistakes. I am sorry, Dr. Chu. I feel overwhelmed and I made a drug dosage error to a patient and now they are suffering from the side effects. I couldn't sleep knowing I did that.
I'm so sorry that
Residents have experienced this. We need to go forward and create a peer response group. We need to create a team who demonstrates sensitivity and acknowledges other healthcare professionals, feelings, beliefs, and culture.
I agree. Do you have anything to say, Jimmy?
Yeah. As a social worker, how can I contribute to the group response team? I too experience also this phenomenon. Dr. Chu, that must have been very hard to disclose your mistakes. After all, these years, I hear you and I respect your feelings. And thank you to all those who have shared and came to this conference. Thank you.
This concludes our discussion on second victim phenomenon, and we'll be moving to our debriefment. Does anyone have any takeaways from our discussion, like second victim phenomenon, or any concerns or questions? We're open to discussion right now.
Yes, I can share first.
Okay, Nikki.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is being a nurse, treating the patients and being on the front line. It's very important that we take care of ourselves first to give the patient the best care and quality care that we can give them. We need to heal ourselves, our wounds first. And second victim phenomenon is it's a really important issue, and I would like to share that with all the nurses on the floor.
Oh, thank you so much, Vicky. I really think that is important, especially with our new graduate nurses. They will make mistakes, and we need to be there to support them. Yes, Sony?
My takeaway is even though I made a mistake, we need to support each other.
I agree, Sony.
I agree.
Yes. And I can share next. My
Okay.
takeaway is that I think we can share our mistakes and we should create a support group and feel safe in this environment.
Definitely. I really
Definitely.
believe that we
Thank you.
should be disclosing our mistakes, because that's one way that us as healthcare workers and also our hospital can learn. So thank you so much. I think that we're all in agreement that we should have a support group so we can all disclose our errors. And I'm glad that as a multidisciplinary team, we're able to come together and respect everyone's opinions and values. So thank you so much for coming.